Few creatures have pushed anatomy to its limit like sauropods. These surprised dinosaurs moved on pillar-like limbs that supported massive gait, wielded web-like tails to ward off predators, and used long necks to vacuum up foliage. While this entire group of dinosaurs is commonly referred to as longnecks, Mammanksaurus, which roved around what is now China during the late Jurassic period, would have given other sauropods neck and bill. In a study published Wednesday in Journals of Systematic Paleontology, researchers estimate that Mammanksaurus' neck stretched to a length of nearly 50 feet, longer than the average school bus. Its neck is the longest estimated of any sauropod species. In 1987, paleontologists discovered the partial skeleton of a sauropod poking out of rusty red sandstone of the dinosaur-rich Chichagogo Formation in the northwest China. The remains were fragmentary, consisting mostly of a lower jaw, bits of skull, and a couple of vertebrae. But they hinted at an enormous animal that thundered across marshy plains 162 million years ago alongside primitive tyrannosaurs. Carrie Woodruff, a paleontologist at the Frost Science Museum in Mumbai, who specializes in studying sauropods, said the lightening the neck's load was essential for all sauropods. Having such a long neck is a large weight that you have to position away from your body. Dr. Woodruff, who was not involved in the new study, if you have to hold a hammer with your arm stretched out, your arm's going to get tired pretty quick. Even though its vertebrae were hollow, Memansikaurus' neck was far from frail. During the initial excavation, paleontologists uncovered a fossilized rod of the bony tissue several feet long. It may have been a stiff extension of the vertebra, often called a cervical rib, that would have run the length of the neck, bolstering its lightweight bones like a brace. While this reduced the flexibility of its neck, these ribs helped keep the sprawling structure stable. Even though it had a lot of bones, it was not like a snake where it could curl up back on itself. Dr. Woodruff said it was basically like a rod. With its reinforced spine, Memansikaurus most likely kept its neck horizontal at a relatively shallow angle above the ground. But because of how long its neck was, it could still pick leaves off the top of many trees. This may have helped the sauropod squeeze into a unique niche in an ecosystem that was probably crowded with other gigantic herbivores. According to researchers, several groups of sauropods appear to have evolved extremely long necks, which may have revolved the crane-like projections of Memansikaurus.